Hi there, welcome to my new series, PoE Explained Quick. This is my quickest guide I can make on the Atlas. Finish doing the map's intro quest in the epilogue town, and then talk to this guy. And then talk to him in your hideout to unlock the map device. Now, click this button and put in the first map you got from Kirek or you previously dropped. After you've killed the final boss in the area, come out, talk to Kirek, and then you can press the G key default and open up the Atlas. Start exploring. Every map level, or tier as it's called, you complete has a chance to drop any map of the next highest tier or number lower. Connected maps, and especially already completed maps, have a much higher drop chance. And any map can drop from a region outside of the one you just ran. After you've killed the final boss of a tier 3 or higher map, such as the one I'm joining now, you'll see a mysterious new NPC called Xana appear. I've already clicked her, and she summoned a portal, and she sounded very annoyed with you killing all these monsters. This is an abandoned citadel, which you'll need to complete the endgame. And you've now unlocked your first one. Talk with Xana. You can listen to the lore if you want, and you're free to leave. Checking the Atlas, you'll see that the citadel has appeared, and with holes. These holes are what we'll use to change the maps and make them harder in the future. We'll get to that. Now that you've interacted with Xana, you can check her in your hideout. She's very annoyed with you with jeopardizing all of humanity. After you click through her lore, you can check and see that she now sells you maps much higher than the ones Kirek sold you. In fact, every time you level up or complete one of her missions, these maps will refresh. Now, as you're completing your maps, the first tier 3 map you complete in every region, in this case Orchard map in Valdo's Rest, will unlock a blue portal next to the map seen on your mini-map. Don't miss it. Walking inside, doing nothing. Walking back out, check your Atlas. Beautiful, literally. New citadel will appear. You need to do this inside every single zone, and you will have one citadel for every single region on the Atlas. That is important, and is a good first step. Now that you're completing maps, and you've talked to Xana, there will be a quest on the top right to search for Baron in the corner regions. You should look out for maps that drop, tier 3 or higher, that happen to say that they come from each of the 4 corner regions. In this case, Lexadoris, Lyra, New Vestir, and Hayward. You can either actually mouse over a map in your inventory and it'll glow, for example if a map is hiding in the fog, or you can simply read the map itself and it will tell you what Atlas region it comes from. What will happen is, the first time you run this map, you'll walk inside and it'll seem like a normal map. You'll kill a few monsters, everything will be normal, until suddenly someone appears. This is Mr. Baron. That's back to me. He's saying, stay away. So, you found your first conqueror. This is an important mechanic for the rest of Atlas progression. As you can see now, the entire Atlas corner is covered and the citadel is hidden. If I had a citadel. What will happen now is you'll need to run 2 more maps of the exact same tier that is shown here. Once you do that, you're allowed to fight the boss. Quick side note, I would not advise doing other maps in any of the other 4 corners, should you happen to have them, after triggering one of any of the corners to find Baron, as you can see, you did not trigger any of the other bosses, which it will once you finish this corner. You're free to use the exact same map again to trigger Baron. As you can see, he popped up again, same map. After fighting 3 maps, this palace map being my 3rd one, you want to come out, and every single time you've finished your maps and are ready to fight a conqueror, come, click on Kirek, then talk to Xana, and she'll have an additional option highlighted in orange called Travel to Conqueror's Name. That will now allow you to use an alchemy orb and such on the map. We can do that. I'm going to use an orb of binding. Alright, after it gives you the random map to fight in the region, to fight the boss, find the map boss, and upon killing it, a portal to the final boss zone comes in. Turn up your music. In my case, just kind of snooze. Hold on. Oh, okay. Can't fully snooze this one, but enough damage. Alright, after you complete the map and the boss, you are guaranteed a watchstone, which is vitally important. They also have a chance to drop specific gems, which are very expensive, and their respective uniques as well. Low chance. Now, this is very important. Checking your atlas, upon finding your first watchstone, you'll find the vitally important atlas inventory on the left side. This is essentially simply letting you know two things. One, you can store your watchstones here as they are quest items, and you can't like normally delete them out of your inventory or put them in your vault. So this is where you can store them. What you should be doing though is placing them in any citadel. What this will do is it will change the maps, as you can see. Right click to remove them. Change, for example, this Moon Temple map from tier 2 to tier 5. This simply means that the map can now drop at tier 5, which means if I run a tier 5 map from this area, like Palace, I can now drop Moon Temple map at tier 5. And you basically want to repeat this process now by running a tier 3 through tier 5 maps in each of the 4 corners, and that will give you 3 other boss fights, and they will each give you their respective color. The color does not matter. You don't have to put the red one in Tyrann's End or anything like that. Just put 1 stone, right? You'll basically then get 4 stones total. My personal advice, my OCD, is to put 1 stone in each of the internal or closer to the center regions. And then what you want to do is you want to then run any map of that tier, what it's showing. In this case, tier 5. This shore map is tier 6. Run that map at that tier that it's showing you after you put a watchstone in. That will then immediately cause the boss to appear again, and you repeat the process. Do 3 maps with that first map counting, and in fact, you'll actually see little bars on the left side. Lines such as this one. So I fought 1 map in the corner, and now each of the corner bosses can appear. The first map you complete is orange, and the blue colors indicate that the map will have extra monsters based on the color of the boss. After you, again, get 4 stones, put 1 each in the center, and then run, let's say, a tier 6 map. This will cause the next set of 3 maps to complete. As you can see now, also, the second thing with this area, this atlas inventory, is that it will actually tell you how many stones you need for that zone for the Conqueror to spawn. So in this case, it's letting us know that, for example, in this zone, we just did green. It's saying 0. Let's say for Lexajoris, it'll say we've did the red one. We're on the process doing the green one. So it says they can't spawn, but the blue or yellow can spawn here with 0 watchstones required. However, now that we have the watchstone, it'll actually say that now we need 1 watchstone to spawn it. So it's a system of letting you know how many you need. And once you complete a one, it'll say obtained. The reason why I like to do now 1 stone each in the center is because none of them, each of the center zones have not had any completions. If you keep repeating the process on the outer zones, eventually you'll have all 4 colors saying completed, and then you'll start having a chance, if you spawn the boss in that zone, to spawn the boss but not get a watchstone, which basically makes it take longer before you can get all the watchstones. So personally, again, my OCD, I carefully do each of the 4 corners, 0 watchstones, each of the inside 1 watchstone, outside 2, inside 3, outside 4. By the time you put 4 watchstones in, you'll have only tier 4 to tier 16 maps. Let me quickly go to my standard character, and I'll show you what a full atlas looks like. And here we go, 32 watchstones. What's going to happen? After you've finished one boss each with 4 stones, the quest on your side will be complete, and now each time you're on a map, it has a chance to summon the boss, and a pretty high chance. And after that, you require far more maps than just 3. It will be between 5 and 9. As you get more watchstones, every 4 watchstones you get, it will give 1 awakening level. This is the highest bonus, or next to highest, as you can see here, level 8. And that will make final bosses of maps give a lot of fun goodies. You can sell for money, or run, or just get money. I'll be making a part 2 in terms of things that are in the Atlas that'll have to do with these fun glowing symbols. Have a great rest of your day.